Let's get to some news headlines. Big news today. Halo, baby! I gotta track down the story now. Because in the frenzy of trying to get everything up and running today, I forgot to get this one. Although, remember, it was 20 years ago today. 20 years ago today, Halo Combat Evolved was released. The official release for Halo Infinite, which will include the game's single-player campaign, is scheduled for December 8th. Now we're talking about Halo Infinite, obviously. But the surprise release of Halo's multiplayer coincides with the franchise's 20th birthday. Halo Combat Evolved. So the multiplayer is up and rolling. Because when Frank messaged me earlier, he said it was the beta. Is it the beta or is it full on, like the multiplayer is ready to go? Do you know, Tyler?
So I think the multiplayer is the beta, because you can't play the full game. You can only play the multiplayer.
Okay. That's what I kind of figured there. Twitchy Twist says, I heard that game was a letdown. Well, I guess we're just going to have to play it now, aren't we? Biani is asking, she's thinking about buying Call of Duty Vanguard for her son. Have I played it? And any thoughts? I have not played it, but I'm sure that there's a lot of people here who may have, so they can give you some excellent advice there. Yo Monty in the Twitch chat says it's not very good. I assume you're talking about the Halo Infinite multiplayer. We'll give it a crack. Maybe that's something Shim and I can play tomorrow, as we'll throw down on some Halo multiplayer, man.
Yeah, so on Vanguard, Call of Duty, I watched an Angry Joe review on it, and he was not impressed. So
Really?
yes.
So should I do the opposite and just say that it's amazing?
Yeah.
Even though I've never played it? Yeah.
Let's be contrary.
Yeah. Twitchy Twist says Battlefield looks good. I played the beta, man. That thing sucked. It was... But then again, you can't base, what a game is going to be on the beta, because there's a reason it's the beta. They're still working out all the bugs, and they're basically saying, hey, here's this incomplete version of this game. Let us know what you think. And it was filled with glitches, man. I mean, filled with glitches. Why is he called Angry Joe? Is he angry?
Yes, very.
Really?
That's-
Even more?
Yeah.
Even more than me today?
About on par, I would say.
Okay.
It's his persona.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta watch Angry Joe show, man. It's great.
I'll have to check that out. I got some Star Wars updates. I do like how the Verizon ad has blocked the headline of my story. Grr. We have Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. It's been in development for a while now, and it's had several release windows, but the current and hopeful final window is going to be spring of 2022. Haven't they already done that? Or are they adding all of them, like through episode 9?
Yeah, so this is supposed to be all 9 episodes in one game.
Oh, duh. Brandon, read the damn story. Set to be the first Lego Star Wars game since The Force Awakens released in 2016, the Skywalker Saga so far appears to be the most ambitious and feature-rich Lego Star Wars game there's ever been. Thanks to the fact that it'll be taking advantage of the power of the latest console tech from the Xbox Series XS, PS5, and modern PC hardware, we're also expecting it to be one of the best-looking Lego games, full stop. Did you ever get into any of the Lego games?
I have not, but I mean, they always look like a good time.
They're fun. They're enjoyable. I mean, it's not too stressful. It can be there's moments where it can be pretty stressful, but in general, I think it's a pretty relaxing game, because when you die, you just explode into a bunch of tokens and come right back. I did play. It was one of the first Avengers Lego games, and damn. That one was cool, because you could it was kind of like how, remember that Spider-Man 2 game I would talk about, where it's an open world of New York? Same thing with this one. You could just basically kind of fly around. They had the X-Mansion, so you could go hang out with, the X-Men, and it incorporated pretty much most of the Marvel characters, if not, I don't want to say all, because there's no way they're going to do that, but it was pretty cool, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So we're looking at spring of 2022 here for the Star Wars game.
Yeah, the best part I thought about this story is that the deluxe edition of the game is also set to include a character collection bundle, which will throw in 6 character packs, including characters from The Mandalorian, Rogue One, Solo, and even the brand new Star Wars The Bad Batch animated series. So you can
That's
play
another
with
one
the
I got to
next-
go back and watch, man. I never quite finished The Bad Batch. I think I only got through like 4 episodes, and then something else came up, and I got distracted. But it's the same thing with Clone Wars. Like I'm only on like season 2 of that, and there's like 7 or 8 seasons. Did you ever finish that whole thing? Did you watch it?
I did not. The Bad Batch? No.
What about Clone Wars?
Oh, yeah, I watched Clone Wars.
Okay.
And the other one,
What's the other one?
Rebels? I think it's
Oh,
Rebels?
Star Wars Rebels?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go watch those, man. We do have the Old Republic first cinematic trailer re-released in 4K, and it looks good. When is that expansion coming, Tyler? Is it middle of December?
So right now it just says holidays. So
So hopefully middle of December, I guess, is what we're looking at.
yeah, I mean, hopefully it's that week off that everybody gets.
Yeah,
You know,
between
for-
Christmas and New Year's.
Right.
So that's something we're going to start to play. Tyler and I. We'll throw down on some Star Wars, Old Republic, build a Mandalorian, which would be kind of fun. If you guys want to check out the trailer, I'll put that in the Twitch chat there, so you guys can check out the 4K trailer for Star Wars: The Old Republic. Yeah, I'd see all these other tabs that I had open with these news stories. They're not going to do us any good because the headline here: Halo Infinite fans are convinced the multiplayer will surprise launch on Monday. It did. Surprise, 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 man. Yeah. So Tyler sent me this story about a gaming chair for kids and pets. It started out as an April Fool's joke. And then the company, it's Secret Lab Titan XXS. Say that 5 times fast. It was originally announced as an April Fool's joke. How many times does this happen? I wonder if somebody's charting this. Because you know how companies will come out on April Fool's, and it's kind of like, hey, look at this weird product, and it's just an April Fool's joke, but then they realize that it got a lot of attention, and people may actually purchase it, and that's essentially kind of what happened with these chairs for kids and pets. It says the Titan XXS has essentially the same design as their Titan Evo chair that released earlier this year. It comes with an adjustable seat base and armrests, as well as locking casters. It's available in 3 different color schemes. The leatherette model is $299, and there is the pair of soft weave models are up for grabs for $319 a piece. Secret Lab says that limited quantities of the Titan XXS are available. So if you're interested in getting one of these small chairs for a youngster or your K9/feline, you're going to want to order them soon.
Yeah, I think this is just a new marketing strategy now. Just release something ridiculous for April's Fools, and if
And
people
see what kind
love
of traction it gets, right?
Right, exactly.
I mean, it's pretty brilliant if you think about it.
Yeah, because you can always be like, well, it was just an April Fool's joke.
Yeah. What product started as an April Fool's joke? Oh, so we have a... This comes from Vox. It says a brief history of large companies participating in April Fool's Day for confusing reasons. Well, this article isn't... God, I hate when... Make it easy to read, Vox. Here's one from money.com. This is 19 April Fool's products that we sort of wish were real. They have remember the Domino's edible pizza box? They got that in there. They have the Virgin Atlantic glass bottom plane, where the aisle is essentially like a plate of glass. Airbnb International Space Station rental. All right, hopefully we're back. All right. Are we back? Everybody let me know.
We're in a commercial right now.
Who's in a commercial right now?
We are Grubhub. I love Grubhub.
Oh, on the Twitch channel. Hey, am I getting money on that? All right. Goose Braba. Let's just continue these stories. I'm just going to edit this thing in the podcast later. So if you're like, oh, it was a weird glitch. Yeah, it's because the OBS, the thing that I run and record all the stuff through, just keeps giving me problems today. All right. So the next story we had here is Xbox Series X Gucci console costs $10,000. Tyler, not impressed with the visuals of it.
Looks like garbage.
Here, I'll send a link in the chat here. And again, if you're tuned into the podcast version of this, you can always go to Twitch, search at The Real Brandalorian. That's where you can find me. And then when you're there, you can the chat will pop up at this moment in the video, and you can basically go and check it out and watch, see exactly what it is that we're talking about with this. It's a case. It's like a suitcase, a couple of controllers with an Xbox Series X. And I mean, it looks like Gucci stuff. It's for some reason it's got blue and red stripes on it, and then the way that it's printed on the luggage, Xbox, it's almost as if somebody is really bad at Photoshop. You know what I mean? Like, isn't that what it looks like?
Yeah, I mean that's not worth $10,000.
No. But there's only
Guess what
100
my
of them being
overpriced-
made.
Yeah, guess what my overpriced brand is going to be?
Your overpriced brand? Gucci?
Yeah, for the discussion.
Couple more gaming stories. Actually, well, kind of one gaming story that's going to lead us into the entertainment stuff is that Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, gets some of the lowest scores ever on Metacritic. It says here, amidst other issues with the game's troubled launch, the Grand Theft Auto trilogy gets some of the lowest recorded user scores on Metacritic. Isn't that the whole point of re-releasing the game, is to make it better?
You'd think.
Says here, it comes as no surprise that this release has resulted in users review bombing the game on websites like Metacritic. The PC release of the GTA trilogy is scoring a 0.6 on the site, while the PS5 version is peaking at 0.9. Other platforms that host the game have also posted similarly low scores, the lowest being 0.5 on the Xbox One and the Series X. Were you big into the GTA games, Tyler?
Yeah, I've played every single one of these. They were amazing. I played every single GTA, actually.
Even the original, the top-down?
Oh, well, okay. I guess I can't brag that I played the original. I think that was before my time.
Well, let me tell you a story about an original GTA game because it was quite delightful. You could get yourself a tank like you can now, but it's only looking at it from the top view.